Today, we'll be taking a look at the main control board on this GE electric dryer. Be sure to visit ApplianceVideo.com, where you will find thousands of repair videos on the latest technology. And for a limited time, you can save big on an annual membership and take advantage of all of our premium benefits. ApplianceVideo.com. Do it right the first time. Stop. Before beginning any repair, always be sure to disconnect the power to the appliance. It is also recommended to test the outlet for the proper voltage. You will need the following tools to complete this repair. To begin, we've accessed the rear of the unit, and we do need to remove this back panel here. It is held on by multiple 1/4-inch screws. Once you have these taken out, you'll pull forward on the panel, lift up, and on the bottom you have one ground strap wire here. You will remove this and set the panel to the side. Now that we have the back panel removed, we need to lift up the console, and to do so we have two 1/4-inch screws that are going down on each corner. Pull these out, and then I want you to just give a little knock on each corner to push it back. And then we can start to dislodge the console. Now, one thing that I want you to do is get some type of mat to put down on top of the machine, because we will have to leave the console rested on the frame. So let's put a mat down. Let's move it as far as we can underneath it. Start to lift up the console and roll it down. Now that we have the console flipped forward, we have clear access to the main control assembly here. Now there's various reasons why you would need to replace your main control. It could be anywhere from no power to no start to no heat. Make sure you go through your tech manual to decide where you want to test from, depending on the symptoms. But if you need to replace the control, this is how you do it. First, you're going to want to start to disconnect any wiring on the unit. Just go around the edges and start to take these out. Now, before we remove the other ones, let's go ahead and take a picture. They are labeled here, but just in case, take a picture of those. And then we're going to start to pull these up. You may want to use a tack puller or something to get in between them and pull them up off the relay. Sometimes they're a little stiff. Pull those down. Next, we need to remove the Wi-Fi board from the housing. Go ahead and press in on the locking pin. Use your wiring to lift it up. Pinch and disconnect the Wi-Fi board and set it to the side. Now, let's remove the screws that are holding on the actual control. They're all 1/4-inch. Then, to take the actual control board off here, we kind of have to pry it off. So let's start with the bottom and prying this up, and then go to the side, pry this down, slide off your control, and flip it over. On the other side, we need to remove all of these strain relievers, so use a pair of pliers to pinch them and push them in. Pushing our last one there, pull out on the control and set it to the side. When installing your new main control, let's start by reinstalling it to the actual console. And to do so, you'll have these front lips that will go over, And then we're just going to start to push it in place. It will drop down here. Once you get to the end, make sure it pushes in this plastic. And let's go through and reinstall all of our screws. Do not use a ton of torque here since you're just going into plastic. Let's install the last one. And set our drill to the side. We will slap back on our Wi-Fi board with the Molex facing down, pushing the top first, apply pressure, and pop it into place. Now we're going to start bringing around our wiring. Let's tie in our Wi-Fi board and go through and push in the strain relievers. And start to install these as we're getting to them. Pop on this one. Let's bring up the other ones here. Now these ones you'll see, you can refer to your picture, or you have a purple dot on here corresponding to the purple wire, a blue dot on this one for the blue wire, and of course our final one goes in here. Tie in our others. And now we can reinstall the console. To reinstall your console assembly, first we're going to lift up. Let's go ahead and remove the mat. And then the front portion will go right into these slotted holes here. You drop it in, drop down the back, and then pop it forward to lock it in place. Now, let's reinstall the 2 1/4-inch screws that we had on the corners. Now we can reinstall the back panel. When reinstalling your rear panel here, we'll start by installing the ground strap. Swing that on, and then what we'll want to do is the bottom has 2 little hooks here. We'll slide them into the slotted area on the console. Slide it forward. Go around and reinstall all of our screws. And this will complete your repair. Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com. If you found this video helpful, make sure you click the like and subscribe to our channel.